Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Gray Bear Garage. My name is Matt and we are out here with the 2018 Chevy Silverado 1500 and she's broken. So I'm a little squinty because it's kind of bright out here, but the water pump has gone bad. And this is a little nicer setup than the Avalanche and the way you had to replace the water pumps and those things, because you basically had to pull a lot of stuff off. But this is a lot more simple, and you'll see that when I get in here and start working. Basically, the tools you need is a screwdriver and a 10mm socket set. So we're gonna go ahead and get in here and we'll show you what we're doing. All right, so it's pretty straightforward. Your intake here, there's just like a band clamp behind here, and you just go ahead and you unscrew it, or just like any other hose clamp, and then take this one off. Pretty straightforward stuff. Or just loosen it up. And this should be a pretty simple. Oh, you need to also take off your I don't remember what those are called. PCV valve covers, or your valve vents, or whatever the heck they are. Man, this one is not going to come off. There we go. Now, should just pull out. Yep. There we go. Now, that exposes the front of the engine. So now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this belt off. We're gonna use a 1/2" ratchet to take the tension off. And then this belt simply just, we'll take it off of the alternator, take it off of this pulley, and then inside of here, you line this up with your bolts, and it's a 10mm bolt to pull those out. So, should be pretty straightforward. Should be. Famous last words. If anyone, especially my son, knows, anytime we say should be easy, it usually isn't. Guys, so let's take the tension off. All right, and I think we need to come this way. Yep. Oh, that tensioner's still good. Holy cow! Turn our belt off. We can release our tensioner. Take that out of the way, and then we're just going to take the belt off of here. We'll just slide that over just like that. Now, this thing's been making a ruckus for quite some time, and I honestly thought it was the tensioner pulley, but it's this. Ouch, man, that's hot. Holy crap. So you'll see here, see that, how wobbly? I don't know if you can see that or not in the camera. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe you can see it wobble. That thing is bad. So, like I said, inside the pulley, let me take you off the tripod. So inside the pulley here, you can see there's bolts behind in those openings, and those are 10mm, and those are what we're going to be using to pull this part out. Switch back up here. All right, so should be fairly, of course. Let's see if we can use a shorty. All right, we got swapped out for Shorty. Let's see. Nope. You have to go old school. I've got to get me a new, like a 90-degree ratchet. Did I get the right one? It's 10. Let's see. There we go. There it is. Well, man, the engine's hot, 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 hot. And then when you put your bolts back in, well, we'll get there. It's a fairly simple installation. So, all right, so I'm gonna turn this camera off at this point and take the rest of those out. I don't really want to bore you to death with that. All right, so we have all of our bolts out. Now we can take the part out. So it's already kind of leaking out, so shouldn't take much. I'm trying to see if we can get a better, I don't know how much better of a shot we can get, but right here is the pump, and they say just to lightly pry on it, but that's it. So that went bad, and our gasket is fully intact. Oh, it's a metal gasket. Huh. Cool. Some fine metal shavings, which I'm assuming is from the pump. The bearing's going bad. So we'll just clean this up a little bit. Use some grit, a little bit of gritty paper, and should slap back together pretty quick. So let me go find some sandpaper. Okie dokie. So we're just gonna take, we got a little piece of 800 grit wet dry paper here, so we're just gonna just clean this edge up a little bit if we need to get any kind of crap off in here, but it looks pretty clean. And we're not trying to remove material, we're just trying to, you know, clean up the mating surface a little bit if we have to. Which it honestly doesn't look too bad, because that was a metal gasket and not one of these fiber ones. So, ooh, that's hot. Golly. Woo. Man, that's hot. Gosh darn it. All right. Let me go get something to clean that off with. All right. Kind of clean up the surface here, see what we got. Yeah, feels pretty good. So we've got an AC Delco replacement part. There's your part number. Guaranteed to last forever, because it's made from Chinesium. So there's only one way to put this on, so you can't mess it up. I'll show you that in a second here. So this pump, all these are your bolt holes, and then this is a little hole for your dowel. I guess that's the right word. Your dowel would go in there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hang our little gasket on, just like that. And we're gonna take one of these bolts and we're gonna stick it in the top one. Because what we want to do is put this top one on first, and that way we can properly align everything. And it should just be as simple as, oops, sliding it right back on. Come on. Of course, it's not going to be that simple. All right. Come on. Oh my gosh. Your dowel lined up. Get your gasket lined up. This first one I'm just going to hand thread. Get it started so it holds it in place. And then I'll just kind of go around and hand thread the rest of those in. I'll go down to the bottom down here. All right, guys. Oh my goodness. It is so stinking hot here in Florida. Ugh. So, torque specs are 89 inch-pounds, which is about 22 foot-pounds. So we've got our torque wrench out here set to 22 foot-pounds, which to me is basically hand tight. I mean, it's not much more than that, really. So. Maybe. Can't even feel this thing clicking. Not getting worried about it. I'm hoping that was the oh my gosh. My bolt broke off. That's not good. All right, guys, so it's Saturday, 9:30 in the morning. I snapped the bolt off on that water pump last night at, I don't know, about 6 something. I sat out here and drilled on it and tried to get it to back out, but I couldn't get it out. So this morning I got out my little Harbor Freight titanium 120 flux core welder, and I welded that nut onto the broken stud, and that's how we were able to end up getting it out. So as you can see, I just got to clean up that surface a little bit there, which it's not too bad, just a little cleanup. Thank God, because this whole assembly here is like almost $300. And I didn't mar any of the threads or anything, so thankfully that came off. I booger welded it, so it took me 1, 2, 3, this was the 4th attempt, and I finally got it to stick and get it out. So well, I'm pretty happy about that, I ain't gonna lie. So now I'm just gonna get my little bit of sandpaper. We're gonna clean that up, and we will be good to go. I got a new gasket on the way here, and then we'll get the thing reassembled. All right, guys, so we got it back on. I just reused the gasket that came with it that I kind of messed up a little bit, but it was only torn a little bit on the outside edge, so not really concerned about it. 22 foot-pounds of torque. My 3/8 that I have from Harbor Freight does not go down that low. I think it says it does, but it isn't registering. So I am just going to basically hand tighten this thing up, and that should get us close to 22 foot-pounds. So wish me luck. Well, it's fully reassembled. She looks good. Seems to be running good right down there. I don't see any leaks. I basically just hand tightened it, which, I mean, my hand tightening is probably more than 22 foot-pounds anyway. So got our reservoir refilled, and I'd say we're good to go. I'm over this project. That should have been an hour, and it's taken me 8 because of me being, well, not even me, the tool didn't work right. So, well guys, I hope you enjoyed another journey into my misadventures fixing this 2018 Silverado 1500. It really is an easy project as long as you don't torque the head of the bolts off. But lesson learned there, boy, I tell you what. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Maybe it was a little informative, probably of what not to do, you know, running straight up hack style, you know, whatever. Bring on the comments. You know, crap happens, especially when your torque wrench doesn't work right. So, oh well. Well guys, thanks for checking us out here on Graybeard Garage. As always, my name is Matt. Hope you enjoyed my folly into madness, and we'll see you here on the next one. You can remember, you can do everything if you put your mind to it, or anything if you put your mind to it. Even get yourself out of a really gross, sticky situation by welding a nut onto a broken stud. All right, guys. Until next time, we'll see you here at Graybeard Garage out.